Good afternoon. This is Mr. Digo, and I will take you through the indications for insertion of chest drain or underwater seal drainage. Now, what is underwater seal drainage? Underwater seal and drainage is a specialized drain system which is attached to the chest tube. Okay, now underwater seal and drainage, as we have said, it is a specialized drain or the system which we use to pull out or to drain certain substances from the area surrounding the lungs, which is a pleural cavity. Now, chest tubes are normally inserted under local or general anesthesia. You are making a cut on somebody's lung or thoracic cavity. Therefore, it's very painful. We are saying you should put the patient under local or general anesthesia. Okay. What are the indications? Why should we put somebody or why should we insert tubes in someone's chest? Okay, so what are the indications for the drainage or for insertion of chest drain or underwater seal drainage? Why? What are the indications? Number one, post-operatively. Post-operative, we are saying every after certain operations, you need to insert this chest drainage. What operations? Number one, cardiac surgeries. So as long as you are tampering with the heart or the area surrounding the heart surgically, after you finish, you need to insert this chest drainage. Okay, you need to insert this underwater seal drainage to drain certain substances there after operation, such as blood or any fluid around that area. The second one, post-operative, is thoracotomy. What is thoracotomy? Thoracotomy is simply the opening of the thoracic cavity or the chest cavity. So as long as it's any operation involving the opening or the cutting through the chest cavity or the thoracic cavity, you need to put it underwater seal drainage so that you protect air from going inside and coming out, and as well as fluids, so that you avoid fluids from accumulating in the area around the heart or around the lungs. Okay, very important, especially after thoracotomy. The second indication is pneumothorax. Pneumothorax is the presence of air. So whenever you have this air around the pleural cavity, you need to drain this air. Remember, the area around the lungs, it should be negative pressure to keep the what? To keep the vacuum intact. So the area around should be vacuum, in short. There should be certain amount of air which should maintain the negativity to keep the lungs intact. Otherwise, if air goes inside around the lungs will collapse. And that collapsing of the lungs, we are calling it atelectasis. We are moving. The third indication is hemothorax. Hemothorax is the presence of blood. There should be no blood around the thoracic or around the lungs. Okay. Under the thoracic cavity, there should be no blood. So whenever you have blood around there, you should drain blood. Okay. So one reason why you should insert chest drain or underwater seal and drainage is to remove blood which should not be there. Okay. Then the other one is the pneumothorax. Under pneumothorax, it's now the presence of both air and blood. So you would want to drain them at once. As you are draining air, you are also draining blood. So one indication why chest tubes should be inserted is to drain both air and blood at the same time. Okay, so that you maintain the negative pressure around the pleural cavity and you remove blood there, which should not be there. Remember, blood can be there because of certain heart or because of certain chest injuries. The other indication is chirothorax. Chirothorax, it's the presence of mucus-like substances which may come from things like the lymphatic system. Drainage or cut under the lymphatic system may cause these whitish or mucus substances to be present around the thoracic cavity. Therefore, chirothorax, we are draining these mucus-like substances which is coming from mainly is from the injury or cut in the what? In the lymphatic system surrounding or through the pleural cavity. The other one, it is pleural effusion. Now, pleural effusion is the presence of any fluids around the chest, okay, or in the pleural cavity. It may be blood or anything. It may be watery-like substances. So any fluids which is there, it can be serous fluid, any fluids, it can be exudate, any fluids. As long as it's there, you need to drain that from the thoracic cavity. Okay. Interesting. Let's move to the next one. The other indication is empyema. Empyema is the presence of pus. So whenever you have pus around what? Pus around the pleural cavity or in the pleural cavity around the lungs. So pus may be there as an indication of infections. So you would want to drain that pus using the what? Using the underwater chest drainage. Now, this is how it works for the sake of understanding. Here you have a tube from the patient, and this is a single bottled underwater C1 drainage. Okay, now under single bottled underwater C1 drainage, we have the tube connected or coming from the patient, and it will go direct into the what? Into the seal bottle or collection bottle. And basically this seal bottle, the tube coming from the patient should be inserted approximately 2 centimeters into the water. And why is this 2 centimeters important? This 2 centimeters is very important because approximately the amount of pressure needed to push 2 centimeters of water in this tube, it's equivalent to the normal pressure of air, which should be where? In the lungs. So if there is abnormality in the accumulation of air in the pleural cavities, you will begin to see bubbles. Okay. If the air there is negative, you won't see anything there. Okay. This is a single bottled, and this one is usually indicated if you are draining only air. You cannot have a single bottled system if you are draining both blood and anything else. So no fluids should be indicated under one single bottle. Okay, so if it's a single bottle or one bottle system, it's only indicated for what? For air. In short, it's only indicated for pneumothorax. Okay, the two bottled system now, you are going to put in between the patient and the water seal, you are going to put a collection bottle. This collection bottle, it's indicated if you are draining any liquid. It can be blood, it can be fluids, or anything liquid in nature. They will be collected in this collection bottle. And such bottle, it is called the collection bottle. Okay, so these two systems can be indicated for air collection as well as for fluids like collection or liquid like collection. Okay. Then in case the fluids are not coming out at a pace you want them to come out, okay, you are going to put the third bottle, which is a suction control. Okay, now the suction control will simply help you to pull, okay, so that fluids and air come out at the rate you would want at the rate you would want them to come out. So a third bottle is a suction bottle to pull out or to fasten up or quicken up the process. Okay, so thank you very much for understanding the indication of underwater C1 drainage. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and you get more notification in case we upload more video. Thank you very much and stay blessed. Thank you.